We are way outside of town at a Goodwill right now that we really don't give the attention that it deserves. So we're gonna start here and then we're gonna head back into town and find some more thrift stores to go to. So stick around. Another day, another thrift adventure. I hope that's why you keep coming back to this channel, looking for a little bit of adventuring, whether it be to the thrift or otherwise. Well, today we've got something that we gotta go pick up. So we're kind of just taking a leisurely thrift day. Gonna thrift around town until our pickup appointment, and then we're gonna get into something else. But you guys hit that subscribe button before we get started if you like these thrifting videos, and maybe if you do, we'll keep them coming.
Okay, I'm starting off in the dish section because I have found some bad A Pyrex here before, so I have my hopes up, but you know, cautiously, because that's just how it goes at the thrift. But check in the lol. Is it like a lip smacker? Oh, I wish it was. That'd have been cool. Remember lip smackers? That was if that was your lip gloss of choice, you were a 90s kid. Anyway, got some green daisy here. They've got a lot of plates going on in this little section here. I like that green bowl. It's pretty. Looks like a nice little, there's a ton of it. A little wheat pattern going on. And bigger plates down there. Nothing I'm dying to have, but this is an interesting piece because this is a Mikasa plate. One of my friends collects this this brand. This might be one of her set, but I'm not really 100% sure because I've never found the big printed plates before. She's got a ton of them. It does have a huge chip on the side though, so it's okay. I texted her to see if she wants it.
I spot a Zerg. Please be all there. You know what? You know what? He is all there, but listen. There's something in there. That's not the worst thing in the world, but look at this. Two awesome toys parts rolling around inside. I was gonna get Zerg anyways and get the bits and pieces jangling around inside out of him, but he's $749 and that's a bit expensive, so we'll leave it. Go check the bag toys now. It doesn't look like there's a lot there, but gotta check anyways. Well, there's a buzz. Harry Potter playing cards.
They have a surprising amount of tiny little like alcohol glasses, I guess. Those are pretty.
Sorry.
Oh wow, those are actually made in USA Hall. Those are pretty. I might look those up. Those are nice. And they've got the little wheat glasses. I love the Libby wheat glasses. I brought home a set of 4 one time, and a freak happenstance in the middle of the night caused one of them to get smashed by, I don't even remember what it was, I think a giant tub of Legos. In the middle of the night, it just slipped off of a shelf and just fell on top of all those glasses, but only one broke, which was amazing, honestly. Anyway, here's more of that, of this little set. This little shaker is beautiful. This is my biggest qualm with Goodwill, is that all of this is individually priced. So this is expensive to get. $1.49, like, starts to add up quite a bit. So we're not gonna get it. I do wish it was like in a lot all a little bit cheaper, because I would definitely get it for my antique mall booth.
It has lost its nut. There's nothing for the strings to stand on. So no song today. Also, there's an aftermarket Wiimote. It's Uggo.
This is something I really love about thrifting. We had this same little playset when I was a kid. It's so cute. Yikes. This is what I don't love about Goodwill. That's okay. It's so cute.
You know, most Xbox 360 controllers show up without their battery cover. I've honestly, in all my days of thrifting, which is aplenty, I've never seen this. But these are all actual batteries, and I don't really want to mess with those. But it's crazy that they all just showed up at once. That means you come in here next week, you'll find the controllers without those. We're just walking up to the cash register. We're ready to go, but I happened to glance over at the plush one more time.
Yay!
$249.
So cute.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
He's from Fantastic Beasts. It's the Niffler.
Oh yeah, the Niffler. And then there's the dude from the old claymation Christmas movies. Okay. All right, Bullseye plush, and the Maui's pretty cool, but that Bullseye is actually a plush. The last one that I bought, it sold pretty quickly for us, but it was like hard plastic. Like, that's the one that Plushy Woody could actually ride on. It's pretty cool.
Super cool.
Gonna stop at the Brass Armadillo now, one of our antique malls, and just check it. The weekend just passed, so I imagine I've got a lot of Nerf guns on the floor. Should probably go find out. I think I called that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Nerf guns on the ground. Every single one of them. Kind of surprised this hasn't sold yet. Nerf darts on the ground, keychains on the ground, but our shelves are kind of okay. Wait, wait, what? There's just an angel's wing. Look at this.
Why?
An angel's wing.
Weird.
That's not ours. Looks like someone was like, I'm gonna buy these PlayStation 1 games. Not. We had a really good sales day on like Sunday, and I was like, man, that's crazy. And I went and looked at my sales report, and it was almost all Pokemon cards. And now that I'm here, I see this shelf was full of them, and now they're all gone. Yeah, someone tore into one of the Beyblades. It happens. Just throw that away, put that in your pocket.
Cool.
And also, I don't think that's ours.
No, I don't think we have any.
That is not ours. That is not ours. Hey, we've been selling board games and puzzles and stuff, though.
Sold the Saved by the Bell, and I was like, dude,
yeah,
you're cool.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. I had about 10 board games and puzzles, and we're down to 4, so, no, we're down to 5. So we sold half of them. And I've got a bunch of them to price to bring out here, so. The guy that runs the place, the manager, just came up to me and said, A, I saw you had a good weekend, congratulations. He said, but B, also next weekend's one of our really large sales events. I was like, cool, man, I will restock. I've got it because Pokemon cards are gone, and I got to get the board games in here. But things are going well. Things are going well for all of our antique malls. It's definitely, we were told when we got into it, you know, for the first time in this part of the country. We've had antique malls on the other side of the country, but when we got into it here, we were told winter is the time to look forward to. You know, COVID kind of complicates that, but it has still been true. We've done really well, and it seems the further we get into winter, the better it's going. So I'd also love to know how some of you guys' antique mall booths are going. I got a lot of people keeping us updated over on our Discord, which you should join if you haven't already. Link in the video's description. But if you've got an antique mall and you haven't chatted with us about it lately or at all, let us know how it's going for you. All right, we're at the next Goodwill. I call this one Camelot Goodwill. Can you tell why? Can you tell why?
The Goodwill of the Round Table?
Yes, it has a round front. I don't know why. Don't know what this building was before it was a Goodwill that they decided to do that. But it's round.
Round.
I love the complete randomness sometimes of the toy wall, of the bag toy wall at a Goodwill. Glass chess pieces, but like not all of them, like half a set. Potato Head's always nice. $5.49, and you get most of Buzz and Woody. Most. Kind of hard to tell without taking it all out of there. I mean, there's Buzz's wings. I think all of Buzz is there. I'm not seeing all of Woody though. That's kind of tempting, I'm not gonna lie. But it's $5.49, and honestly, I've tried several times to sell Mr. Potato Head stuff when it's like the branded. I've had a lot of the Star Wars ones, but it's darn near impossible to keep them all together to sell them. You can try, you can bag them and stuff, but it just never goes well. It never goes too well for me, so probably gonna pass. Though I do love me some Buzz and Woody. Ooh, I see plushy Pikachu. Cheapy though. Foam inside, real cheap. Anytime I see one that's about that size, I've been checking to see if it's the one from Build-A-Bear. I have had and sold the Build-A-Bear Eevee several times, but I've yet to come across the Pikachu. Also Creeper. Creeper, no price tag. It's all right, I've got plenty of those right now. Halloween, Yoda.
I blew past men's jeans and grabbed a pair of white jeans because I am in dire need. And at this point, just need to buy all of them that I ever see. So, got a pair down, that's great. But now I'm over in the cup section because I've had some good luck here at this Goodwill in the cup section, like finding some Disney cups and just general like fun stuff. Look at it. Look at it in all its glory. It's a very, very small drinking spout. There's no way that you could drink out of that safely. Help me, I'm being kidnapped by a flying saucer. It's like a vintage mug here. These are a pretty cool find. Some vintage jars. Oh, those are beautiful. $3.49 a piece. Someone did a little washi tape DIY with that one. I think those are specifically ball jars, but I do love the shape of them. $2.49 for that. That's even better. I think I'll get those and put those in the antique mall. This one, the blue ones, have most of their lids. I'm missing one lid.
What?
Very nice. Little mermaid going on.
Is that? I didn't even notice what it was. It's terrible.
You made it work.
I got that game on Wii. What'd you find?
Some jars.
Not mason jars, but jars.
Ball jars.
Oh, I see.
Actually, pretty good. These are no brand. I
$3.49.
definitely want to get those, but I don't know about these.
Yeah, I'd skip those. 2 lids, 4 jars.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely get these.
Yeah, I like those.
Very nice. I probably should not hold them though.
I'll take them. Not a ton shaken in the glass baking section, but there is some interesting things. Like, this is really cool. I've never seen a lid like this before. I really like that. It's $15 though, so I'm not gonna get it. It's really cool. It looks like glass bake. Proctor Silex dish? Slow cook. Interesting. I've never seen that stamp before. It's pretty cool.
Been trying to find a pair of skates for Hannah at the thrift. She doesn't want inline, she wants these bad boys. These are barely showing up at the thrift much at all. And when these show up, they're not showing up in her size. They're all too small. They're pretty much all kids skates because what are grown adults doing on skates, I guess, is is what's happening. But these are all right. Those are quite nice looking. You guys remember Brink? Favorite Disney movie ever. Okay, seeing a little bit of a repetition of what I noticed in this season last year. Christmas approaches, donations at the Goodwill drop off, and that's not really surprising. It's probably the same where you guys are too. So I'm not gonna be surprised through the rest of this month when we leave the house and we don't find anything wild. I'm just kind of setting expectations. But at the same time, we're still gonna go because like we're making a lot of our living right now reselling reworked denim, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like our highest orders are all white denim.
Yeah.
So we still need to go shop just for that stuff. That'll keep putting money in our pockets no matter what. But the interesting thing though to point out is that like we are now a year and a half. We're gonna be getting close to 2 years soon doing this. So for the first time, you know, we're doing videos now at Christmas time. For the first time, we have a previous year to base what we think is going to happen off of. And I think that's kind of interesting because I was in there thinking, I just kind of had like a flashback while I was in there looking at the Christmas stuff of being in there last Christmas time-ish. And I was like, oh wow, yeah, this is kind of the same thing going on. But it brings up another interesting conversation with how the seasons of thrifting go. I don't know, I'm curious if anyone watching does enough thrifting, has been doing it long enough. We did it for about a year and a half before this channel, and we're about a year and a half in, so you know, we've got about 3 years of near daily thrifting experience to speak of. And I wonder if anyone watching can comment below and let us know if they've got any similar or different experiences, because it's even interesting living here in Phoenix. We get a lot of questions sometimes that, that seem to not really realize how the seasons work here in Phoenix, because like I'll say something, oh, it's wintertime, so this is going to happen here, and people are like, well, that happens for us in the summer. It's like, well, yeah, here in Phoenix it's 200 degrees outside during the summer, so a lot of stuff happens differently during the winter. So February-ish, things really always pick back up for us here, because that's almost our spring in some ways. Like winter gets here, but it's the holidays, and then February everyone will clean out their house. It's kind of what we've noticed in the past. So, you know, it's just weird. It's weird doing this on YouTube. It's weird doing this in Phoenix, where it's not like most of the other parts of the country. But yeah, did the jean selection there look any good?
Not really, but
we don't really shop on this side of town that much, so
not often. Finding white denim in general is actually quite difficult, so I guess I can't hate on it too much, because they actually had a pair.
Yeah, if
so
they show up at all, it's good.
Great.
All right, now we got to run over to the shop. I put something in the shop for repairs, and we're gonna go pick it up now, so stick around. Listen, you guys know that we're trying really hard to get back on the road and get back to our regular thrifting adventure cross-country vlogs and stuff, and we really want to do that soon. Of course, we've got COVID to consider and things like this, but I've been getting my van ready for this, and if you go back and watch the last couple weeks worth of videos, I've been doing a lot of van work, but I've also been doing some other stuff behind the scenes. Like I dropped off my bike wheel that's been broken for a little while at the bike shop here. And one of the things we want to do really bad when we get back on the road is do a little bit more adventuring and stuff and take our bikes with us. And I've got even some like skateboards and trying to get some skates and stuff in the box, put all our adventure stuff on top of the van. So we're going to go get my bike wheel today. We're not intent on buying another bike right now, but like I want to, I want to get Hannah one so we can really do this the right way next time we take a trip. But we're going to look at the bikes today. We're going to window shop.
Cool.
We got to find you a bright pink adventure bike.
I mean, the color is negotiable.
I'll get the pink one.
Okay.
You can have my black one. Could you see if you got a inner tube? And I'd kind of like to maybe buy a tire. A bunch of like used tires or marked down tires here, but they all look too big. 2.6, yeah. They're all way too big. 2.6, I need 2.3. 2.9, these are huge. So I think I found the bike for you.
What is it? Oh, no.
You think you can get up there?
I don't think so. I don't think I could even, like, attempt.
Do you know what that's called?
I know there is a name, but I can't think of it now.
Penny farthing.
That's what it is. It's a cool looking bike. Some very fancy ones. The bright orange one's pretty sweet. I mean, let's be serious. I don't care anything about the bike except for if it's pretty. And this one's pretty, so I like it.
There you go.
Perf! I'd have to like get on my knees and like pedal with my knees.
All right, I got my wheel, got a tire and a tube. Now I just gotta go put it on. I'm actually only like 80% sure that I've got a bike tire pump or a tire pump at home. So let's go find out. The real trouble is I have absolutely no idea where anything I'm looking for is. The bike's over there. I'm hoping my pump, if I even still have it, is in that tub, but we'll see. We'll see, won't we? Comic books. Did you really think I was gonna do this?
For a split second, I was a little scared.
This is not for Murder in 2 and not for Murder in 3. What do you guys think? You think I should just like axe it all the way up? Just triple axe it? For a guy who doesn't cut much wood, I sure got a lot of axes. All right, fingers crossed this pump's in here. I don't have any reason to believe it is. I'm just hoping. The crap I've got in here. Here's a Batman utility box that I made out of cigarette cases once, all riveted to door hinges. I made this when I was like 15. I spent like $200 on those boxes at a cigarette store. I walked into the cigarette store afraid they were gonna be mad that this 15-year-old was walking in and they were gonna try and card me, but like they never asked the question. I asked if they could order me more of these, and sure enough they did. Charged me full price for a whole box. And it was a lot of money, but it was the coolest Batman belt I'd ever made. All right, move on to the next bin. Have you ever seen such a large juicy fruit tin? Success! And it looks like it works. Yeah, it sounds good. All right, now I gotta get my bike out of here. That's probably gonna be the more difficult part. I think we got it. Success! Success! This is a custom bike bag that my brother built me. It's got a green Power Ranger patch down there. I had a TARDIS police public call box on there, but that paired with the blue camo kind of made it look like I was trying to be a cop bike, so I took that off. You know what's frustrating is I've just kind of had this bike discarded for so long because the tire broke. I got tired of fixing it. My problem is that I'm way too heavy for the cheap wheel that's on it. I'm a 400-pound man, and that wheel's not built for that. So I kind of got tired of repairing it and just got it tossed in the storage unit. But like, I've got a lot of nice accessories for it, kind of tucked away at home in my outdoor closet and in my storage unit here. And like, I want to get it all put back together, but it's going to take a little time to dig it all back out. Some of you pack rats like me are probably going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I quite like this juicy fruit can.
Take it home. It's yours.
Yeah, well, I've already got my outdoor kit in a giant Altoid can. Which the can itself is actually valuable, but I love it too much not to use it. And then I've got our sewing kit in a small Altoid can. Maybe I could do us a bigger sewing kit and just put it all in there. Okay, you talked me into it. I'll take it home. See, look, this is frustrating. Here's the little, that's the latch for my attachable air pump, and it's just gone. No idea where it is. Okay, I knew I was gonna come home and run into problems, and I kind of did. There's two different valves on each of these tires. The new one that I bought has the Schrader valve you will be familiar with, same stem that's on your car tires, stuff like that. However, this front tire here has a completely different stem on it, so this pump is not going to air up that front tire. Of course, the front tire is flat. I'm probably gonna end up just going and buying a new inner tube for it that matches this one. That's just where we are. Give this bike a fresh start. But this bike is in such a state of disrepair because I rode it really hard. Before we started this channel, my main form of exercise was riding my bike. My brother lived here with us, and we rode everywhere. We did everything on bike, and it was a good time. And I was really in a slightly better shape myself. This is ridiculous. Ba-boom! So I'm gonna try to kind of get back to that and keep this bike strapped to my van sometimes when we roll around town and ride it some more. You've got floof.
I do, angry floof.
Look at this ridiculous tire.
It's huge.
I think it's a couple sizes bigger than the one that was on it, so that's good.
If it was out of position and you had it tightened down, you just moved it, you might have loosened it a little bit, so like just make sure it's snug up a little bit.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, thanks for the help.
All right, dude.
All right, see ya.
Have fun. See ya.
I've always had my father around to fix my bike, or when my brother lived with me, he fixed them, but now I gotta figure it out myself. I'm all on my own.
We can do it though.
All right, I'm gonna be completely honest with you for a second. Bike riding for a little while before having this channel kind of became life. I mean, it's just what we were doing and what we enjoyed doing. But it's kind of amazing how much time and effort you can put into something and then not do it for a few years, and the stuff you just forget is kind of crazy, because I just drove all the way over here to buy one of these. This is the bike store that I frequent. Just drove all the way over here to buy one of these. And as I was pulling up, I thought for a second and pulled this out and realized I had them in my pocket all along. I just forgot what they looked like. I just laid my eyeballs on these 20 minutes ago, and I forgot this is what I was looking for. This adapter goes on my tire, and then I can pump up the valve that's on it. See how this tire stem doesn't look like a normal one? You're probably used to those Schrader valves. Well, this is something else. So now I know. It takes me a minute to remember all this stuff. Let's go ahead and pump it up here. Make sure it doesn't like pop or anything. All right, I guess let's try it. Let's just try to ride it and see how this goes. Both of the tire pressures check out. Just see how it goes. If I bust my ass, you're gonna see it. It feels okay, it just needs some adjustments. Gears aren't really switching just right, and I don't have enough air in the front tire, but I just rode it. It's rideable, so it's riding pretty good. It's just not shifting gears well. That's really the only complaint. But it doesn't feel wobbly or anything. It feels pretty standard. I'm not gonna ride too far away. All right, I'm sitting at Taco Bell waiting for some food. There was a catastrophic failure. The derailleur on the bike snapped off. So I spent all day getting that bad boy back put together, back to working, and the derailleur snapped off. So I've got a derailleur in my Amazon cart, and you probably won't hear me talk about bikes for another couple of weeks until I get here and I get it fixed, and you know, I feel like not a crazy person. Yes, thank you. But the reason all this is happening is because I popped a tire and broke a spoke a long time ago and left the bike sitting in my storage unit with the wheel off. So it sat on the derailleur. Foolish, stupid, careless. It's carelessness. So I should be able to get that fixed and then it'd be fine. But it's not the worst thing in the world, other than I wasted a day. Really, that's the worst part. But it's not the worst other than that, because I still have to find Hannah a bike before we can realistically, you know, enjoy riding bikes. So I'm gonna take Hannah some Taco Bell so she can have some Taco Bell while she's sewing. And that's gonna be the end of that for today. This whole thing broke off of here. You can just see it destroyed. That's not supposed to look like that, folks. I brought you Taco Bell.
Yay!
Well, my bike's destroyed.
What happened?
The derailleur that we just had so much trouble getting back on.
Right.
I got on the bike and I rode it around the parking lot, had a little trouble with the wheel, got it right, and then I got it all aired up to the perfect PSI. It was heavenly. I rode a couple of the bike shop sits in a church parking lot. Rolled the whole church parking lot, huge mega church, rode all the way around it. And I was just like, I instantly remembered why I love biking so much. And then I tried to switch all the way to the highest gear. And I guess the tension of the wire that changes the gears was just off, and it yanked it all the way forward and snapped it clean off.
Oh no.
Clean off. But my brother, who we talked to on the phone earlier, he's a bike mechanic.
Right.
He works at an REI a couple hours north of Phoenix. He is their resident bike mechanic, and I sent him a picture, and he's like, oh yeah, totally. That derailleur that switches the gears there is like the OEM one that comes on even their kids' bikes. When they get kids' bikes in, that same one's on there.
It's just garbage.
It's just crap. So he's gonna send me a couple links of parts to buy, and I'm gonna probably take it up to him to fix it. I hope you enjoyed the madness today. Hi, it's nice to see you.
Hello.
We had fun. Not a lot of awesome thrifting, but we brought stuff home. Gonna try to go to the bins tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe, make sure those notifications are turned on. But that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're gonna go have some Taco Bell and watch a movie, and I'm gonna try to not daydream about my bike and about riding my bike. At least I got 5 minutes.
Your blissful 5 minutes.
5 minutes is all I got.